Hi everybody and welcome to this video. Just a quick one. Basically, I've upgraded my PC. So, if you remember, I got given, if I can get the camera to come off. Yeah, I got this machine given to me back in when I first started doing videos, and basically it came with a Intel G3220 with 4 GB of RAM, a 1 TB hard drive, and that's it. So I've upgraded it and I've actually put in an Intel Core i5 4570 3.2 GHz, which boosts up to 3.6 GHz. So what I'll do is I'll go onto the desktop, as you can see there, and I am going to load up CPU-Z. Continue. Right, so as you can see there, it's still on the Haswell platform, socket 1150 LGA, and we're still working on the 22nm process, and it's Intel Core i5 4570 with a max TDP of 84 watts, and these are all the things that it supports, and it's currently running at just under 3.5 GHz. It's got 4 cores, 4 threads. Next I have, and just so you can see, the motherboard is a H81M-K. And I have a total of 16 GB of RAM. Now the RAM that I have in it is a pair of 8 GB Corsair Vengeance running at PC3 14, so DDR3 1490, 14900. I think it's 1600 megahertz. That's the maximum that is, but I think the 2400 megahertz, but the maximum that this board can take is 1600. So as you can see, I've changed the slot there. Yep. Basically, if you look at the part number, it's exactly the same. Next is the graphics. I am no longer using the onboard graphics because when I changed CPU, I was using the Intel HD graphics, and I think it had, I think it was just the normal Intel HD. Well, even though, yes, the Intel Core i5 6570, yep, sorry, 4570 has an internal GPU, which is a HD 4600. It wasn't good enough for what I wanted it to do, so I instead got myself one of these, which is a PNY NVIDIA GeForce GTX 650, and I paid, it's only the 1GB model, and I paid about 25 quid for this. And this has, if I go on to GPU Z, so as you can see, GTX 650, where are we at, which supports DirectX 12, yeah, which is running at where are we at? Like 1 gigahertz or just over 1 gigahertz on the clock, and 1.2 gigahertz on the memory. It is GDR5, and it's running on, this board only supports a maximum of PCI Express 2. However, the card is actually PCI Express 3. So I'm not getting the full benefit out of the card, unfortunately. So basically, I'm going to load up the device manager. Oh yeah, and I'm running two Kingston 2.5 inch drives. One is 512 and one's 120 gig, and a 1 terabyte Western Digital drive. An NVIDIA GeForce GTX 650 and an Intel Core i5 4570 at 3.2 gigahertz, which boosts, again, it boosts up to 3.6. What else have we got on here? Oh yep, I've got my Elgato Capture HD 60 Pro. Beyond that, and that's about it really. And just for those people who want to know, I did run Cinebench. So I'm just going to run it again for you, and obviously you can see there where it says identical system. So I'm just going to run the actual test. Now it should be round about that score, 514, which for me is not a bad score for the CPU. It is a quad core. Well, for what I do with it, I do two tasks with this machine. I either make videos, or I do a little bit of gaming. Now, I don't play the modern AAA titles that most people will play. I would need a lot better graphics card for that. In fact, no, I wouldn't. I would need a lot better graphics card. I would also need a lot better motherboard and CPU. But money's tight, and this is my system. I've built it over time. I've spent as much budget as I possibly could getting it up, and I'm quite impressed. It does run. I've done a Fortnite game on it, and it runs on medium settings around about, if I have it up to 60 frames, it runs about 40 to 50, but if I lock it in at 30, I don't get as much stuttering as I do if I have it on 60. So for some strange reason my scores dropped. It's probably because I'm recording at the same time as I'm doing this, the score, like, so the CPU can't be run as good. But that was my previous score without the me recording. So that's it for this video. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, or even if you like the videos, just give us a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to the channel, please click that subscribe button. It helps me out, motivates me to do more videos. So hopefully obviously I said in my previous video that I had troubles with my internet. Well, hopefully that's gone now, so I can actually start doing more videos in the way I want to do, in what I want to do. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video.